Welcome to Straight Up Math, a channel where I deliver a math concept as simple as possible. If you'd like to try similar problems seen in the video, I've included a link to practice problems in the description below. When you practice, be sure to check your answers. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask them in the comments section. If you like my video, please subscribe to my channel and send me suggestions on other problems you'd like to see. In this video, we're going to multiply fractions. So when we multiply fractions, when we have fractions that have no reducing to them, all we do is we multiply the tops and we multiply the bottoms. So 1 times 1 is 1, and 11 times 2 is 22. So 1 over 11 times 1 over 2 is 1 over 22. So let's take a look at this fraction down here. Now, with this fraction, something a little different is going to happen. As I multiply through this, okay, I can reduce as I go. And this is what I mean. Anything on the top can divide or be simplified with anything on the bottom. And this is what I mean. If I had 4 over 4, I could reduce that to 1 over 1. And then if you look at these other two numbers right here, 3 and 9, 3 over 9, I could reduce down to 1/3. So I could go reduce this to a 1. And, basically I'm dividing both by 3. And this down to the 1/3. And then what's really neat about this is when you do that, you're left with very small numbers. And so now I'm left with 1 times 1, which is 1. And 3 times 1, which is 3. Now, just real quick, let's see what happens if I did not reduce as I went there. So I had 4 9s times 3/4. All right, so let's just think about what we did here. And we'll use the strategy I did in the very first problem, which means multiply the top. 4 times 3 is 12. And then you multiply the bottom. 9 times 4 is 36. And so what happens is they're two different answers, but this answer right here, because I did not kind of reduce as I went, I'm left with this fraction that I need to simplify now. So I don't know about you, but I know that 12 and 36 are at least divisible by 6. So let's go ahead and divide both of those by 6. And so 12 divided by 6 is 2. 36 divided by 6 is 6. I'm still not down to the 1/3. But that's because I can still reduce this fraction. So let's divide that by 2, divide that by 2, and we have 1/3. So you'll see if you reduce as you go, it may save you some time and some work if you did the problem without reducing as you went. So I'm going to keep that up there, and we're going to reduce as we go on these final two problems. And so look at this one. All right, well, first thing I notice, we have 2 11ths times 4 8ths, and I can reduce just this fraction right here. This is going to reduce to, I'm just going to do this in red. This is going to reduce down to a 1/2. 4 8ths, if I divide the top by 4 and the bottom by 4, reduces to 1/2. And then, if you notice, I have a 2 right here and a 2 right here. 2 over 2 reduces to 1 over 1. So even if, on this one, I reduced once over here, I was left over with the 2, but even with this leftover, I can still reduce this with anything that I have in the top over there. So I have 1 times 1 is 1. And I have 11 times 1 on the bottom, which is 11. So this is 1/11th for that problem. Let's look at this one down here. So let's see here. This 2 isn't going to reduce with anything down here. Those are both odd. But the 12 and 3 I can do a little reducing with, because if I were to reduce this, 12 over 3 could reduce down to, if I divided both of those by 3, 4 over 1. So I have 2 times 4, which is 4, and I have 1 times 13, which is 13. And I'm done. So hopefully you guys saw the benefit of reducing as you go versus if I didn't and had to reduce after I had my answer. So that is how you multiply fractions. Visit our website to practice more problems like the ones you saw in the video. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share.